I have been following this story for a while now, and unfortunately, things just took a very sinister turn. Hello, my friend. Perez here, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and the Little Mermaid herself, Disney star Halle Bailey, has secured a restraining order against her baby daddy, streamer and musician DDG. The pair called it quits last year, and ever since then, it's been a very public. That's the universal code for smack talk. Halle would publicly complain that he would expose their son. And I'm not like literally expose, but feature their son on his live streams without permission. She had a child with a social media star. He complained that she was not letting him see their son, and it went back and forth and on and on. But now things are at a whole other really awful level. In court documents filed today, Halle claims that things first got physical back in January. She claims that DDG came over to pick up their son Halo, and she tried to start a conversation with him about a child visitation schedule. This all went down in his car. As she was buckling him into the car seat, she claims that the rapper live streamer grew agitated and repeatedly said, "Get out of my car, bitch." I should have said this earlier, but this video is going to go into detail about DV. Halle claims their son started crying. At the time, he was just 13 months old. And she became nervous about DDG leaving with their child in such an agitated state that he was in. That's when she claims they started wrestling, with DDG pulling her hair, slamming her face on his steering wheel, and chipping her tooth. Halle claims that she was in pain and crying, and although that stopped the fighting, she was still worried about their son. So she remained in the car for the ride over to his house, where she told his family what happened. TMZ obtained some of the photos that she submitted when requesting the restraining order, including this one. As she claimed, here is the chipped tooth from bashing her head into the steering wheel. Once his family told her they'd take care of the baby, she left hysterical and with bruises on her arms to go along with her chipped tooth. She also included photos, plural, of the bruising. I can definitely see that. Ay, ay, ay. Yet another reason why she is requesting a restraining order against him, Halle claims that DDG showed up to her home in March, entered without permission, went to her bedroom, and texted a pic of her empty bed to her, along with the text, "Now I know what you've been on, LOL." Halle says that she interpreted that as DDG accusing her of having intimate relations with others. Which, guess what? She can. She's not with you anymore, thankfully. 4 days later, she claims he really exploded when he came back to her house. Halle told him she and the baby were sick and she didn't want Halo to leave the house. And she claims that's when he got verbally abusive, smashed her Ring camera, and ran away with her phone. What the fudge? As he drove off, she claims that DDG threw her phone out his car window and yelled to her, "Go get it, B." This incident prompted her to go file a police report, and she says she also has the Ring footage to back up her side of the story. He's screwed. It was also around this time that the live streamer took to Elon's platform to say that he'd been fighting to see his son Halo for months. For Halle, though, the final straw came last weekend, Mother's Day weekend. She was vacationing with their son in St. Lucia. She says that DDG texted her links to social media posts claiming she was on the island with a singer, this guy named Brent Faiyaz. Halle texted him back saying, "Not with any man out here. I wouldn't do that." You can, though. She said, "I have Halo. Please let me enjoy my Mother's Day in peace. I hope you are okay and feel better soon." Well, it seems like she reflected on things and still hopes that he's okay and far away from her. A judge granted her a DV restraining order, requiring him to stay 100 yards away, and a real victory, gave her permission to take their son to Italy, where she'll be filming a movie for 2 months. And yet another victory, he has to also stop posting or streaming about her and their child. Why? Well, she doesn't want her child exposed that way. Plus, Halle claims that her ex has been working up his fans in a negative and hostile way against her by trashing her when he live streams. So far, DDG has not publicly commented on her restraining order against him. I checked his social media accounts and he's posted today about his new music, but not about this. Additionally, the media reached out to his team for a statement and they did not respond back with one. Halle is just 25 years old and he is 27, old enough to know better. I am thankful that I don't know a single one of his songs, and his career might take a big hit now because of this. She came through with receipts, multiple photos of her bruising, of her chipped tooth, of Ring camera footage that I'm sure she provided the judge. And I'm sure if he pisses her off, she'll leak that Ring camera footage as well. But you know what? DV didn't derail Chris Brown's career, and it might not derail his. I just hope she's, oh God, get your custody squared away and stay far away from him. Oh my goodness. Thoughts? Let's discuss it all in the comments section.